about highlighting and contouring your face for anything you might be doing pageant related. So whether it's a photo shoot or appearance or interview, you can use these techniques for everything. What I like to do is I like to think, where does light naturally hit your face? Whenever you put foundation on, you're going to be taking away those natural highlights. So you need to add them back in. So what I like to do is I like to show everyone all the places that you can highlight to make your features stand out. All these places that I've highlighted are places that I think are great for on stage, especially when you have those bright lights hitting your face. So what I like to do is I like to outline those and then fill them in. You want to make sure that all of these areas are blended, but before I do that, I like to take a little extra highlight with something that's just very light, probably 4 shades lighter than your skin tone, and just create a few extra highlights under the eyes. I take the brush, and it looks like you have a lot here, and then I will take a sponge, which you can get a regular rectangular sponge and fill it up with water, and then get all the water out, and it will look bigger like this. And I like to stipple where I've highlighted. Once you've done that, you have to remember that you've just put a cream base foundation and a cream base highlighter on your face, so you don't want to leave those just by themselves, or else they can end up not wearing very well throughout the day. So what I like to do is take a transparent powder or a powder that's a few shades lighter, and I like to put it on top of all of the highlighted areas. What this is going to do is it's going to set your foundation and set your highlight so that it will stay all day long. Take a powder brush and just flick all of that powder off, so it will give a set highlight, and it will just give that extra pop as well. Now if you do the highlighting and you don't do contouring, it's going to only create brightness in your skin, and you're not going to have any kind of shape to your face. So what I like to do is I like to take either a darker foundation or something like this, a powder that is darker than your skin. The places I like to contour is I like to go right along the hairline, and I always think of it as just making a C shape on the top of your forehead, so you're going in the shape of a C that's turned this way. And just follow that hairline, and you always want to make sure it's blended. You basically can follow along those highlights, and you can go right underneath that cheekbone and only come about to the edge of your eye. If you go much further down, you're going to get a very fish face look, which sometimes is fun for photo shoots, but I would say stay away from that for pageants. And then I like to squeeze the brush a little tighter and fill in right between those highlights on the nose, and then just come right underneath that chin and down the edges of the neck. Now you want to make sure you have these blended so that you can see them, but you don't want there to be a harsh line, so just come back in and blend that out. If you feel like you have too harsh of a line, just go ahead and put your powder brush and some powder and come back over that. Don't use your fingers to correct places where you feel like you've messed up in your makeup. Always use a brush or a sponge. And those are the basic steps to highlighting and contouring for pageantry.